the topic here today is like women. It is time to take charge, right? Right? Isn't it about time?
Yeah.
So when I think about us, about women taking charge, right, three things come to mind. Our assets, our records, and our financial future. So does everyone have my handout? Because we don't have a power slide, so I'm going to be talking. If you will open up my handout, that way you have something to refer to as I'm speaking. Yes, that's that one. So, like I was saying, so we're talking about our future, right? And Kay started us off really wonderfully. I want you to think about this for a minute. Our assets, our records, our financial future. Those are things that are really going to have a significant impact on our lives. And all of the discussion that we're having today, beginning with what Kay led us with, it's going to add much value to our lives. So I'm going to talk about our current state of affairs. Where are we ladies? What's going on? How do we relate to statistics today in the field of women? We're going to talk about our myths. What are some of our subconscious biases that we hold about money and power? Because that's an area. That's an area that a lot of women struggle with, right? Money and power. Then I'm going to talk about an assets toolbox. What's in your toolbox? Do you have an assets toolbox? What should we have in it? And then I want to talk about how we can get started. If you're not doing some of these things yet, what Kay's talking about, what I'm talking about, and what Anne is going to be talking about, we need to make sure that after I talk about the asset toolbox, I'm going to talk about getting started. Then we'll talk about next steps. Once we have an outline of what we want to do, we're going to talk about what are the next steps. What's the next step once we have all of the information that we need to be working about? Now, I know that some of us here are in different areas in our life, different stages. So I just want to get a feel for who's out, who's here. By a show of hands, how many of us are employees? Right. What about business owners? We have some business owners in the house. Awesome. And then home caretakers. Stay-at-home mom or any of that. Yeah. Okay. Great. So this information today.
What about retirees?
Oh yes, retirees, divorce, yeah, we applaud you as well. Because I applaud you for being here because you are still concerned and you do have a future. So it's great that you're here today. So if you look at the top slide on the second page, right, which is gives you a couple of statistics. We are talking about just a brief overview of all those statistics. It's really bleak. It's really negative. So we want to find out why are women on the negative side of a lot of the statistics. It's probably because we're not being realistic about it. Sometimes we think that, oh, it doesn't affect us. It doesn't have anything to do with me. It's somebody else. I'm not part of that bucket. So we really need to be realistic. So the realistic statistics is that women graduate 50% more, college graduates, more female graduates graduate from college versus men. And only 42% of women are breadwinners in their household, right? And then you hear about, the glass ceiling. You hear about women not making it to the C-suite. We're getting stuck at the corporate level, at the senior management level. In my field of profession, in accounting, 60% of accountants are women, yet only a smaller percent, 20 to less than 25% are the C-suite, our partners. What's going on? Why are we not taking the extra step to make sure that we get to that top level and we make those top dollars? That's something that I want you to think about and do what you can to change and improve those statistics. Next, we look at the other statistics. 75% of us of women are caretakers. It's great that we love our family, right? We do want to take care of our children. We want to take care of our aging parents. That is our nature. We're caregivers. But at the same time, we want to take care of ourselves, right? We want to nurture ourselves. Because if we can't take care of ourselves, we're not going to be able to take care of our child. What do they say when you get on a plane? Before you put on your oxygen mask, you have to put yours on, right? So we want to make sure that we are going to be able to take care of our loved ones. We are just as concerned about financial security and stability as anyone else, as our male counterparts. The next statistics I'm looking at, I know it looks bleak, it's about divorce, right? Realistically, the divorce rate in America, 46% of divorces and 46% of marriages end in divorce. Now, I'm not saying that your marriage is going to end in a divorce. I don't want anybody's marriage to end in a divorce. But what I am saying is that we need to be prepared if those things happen. We need to make sure that we are independently financially okay, so that we can take care of ourselves or our children if that happens, because that's the reality of it. There was another survey that was done, and what that survey found was that only 19% of working women actually say that they have enough in retirement to be able to live comfortably. I mean, think about that for a minute. 19%, that's a really low number, isn't it? We want to make sure that we increase that statistics. We do our fair share so that when we are in retirement, if we're not there yet, we are going to be able to have a great retirement. Lastly, the last statistics that I'm looking at is about, I have to get my glasses. Oh, talking about money, right? 46% of women are okay discussing money, whereas our counterparts, male, 54% of them really want to discuss money. They're okay talking about money. Why is it that we don't want to go and ask for a raise? Because we don't like to talk about it. One of the things that what's her name, Anne Brzezinski on TV, she said, if you know what you're worth, you want to go to your boss and ask for a raise. Yes, there's a chance that maybe you might get some pushback. But you go out there forcefully and not demand or ask for politely, but you're asking, you're making it known that this is what you're worth, and ask for that raise. A male is not going to shy away from asking for that money. When we're negotiating our salary for a new job, we are very happy to take the first offer. We need to make counter offers. Speak to somebody else if you're not sure, what you're worth. But we need to increase our comfort level in speaking about money, because this is something that really affects us. So talking about that, and if you're already doing these things, if you're on the positive side of these statistics, that's great. We want to know, keep doing what you're doing, right? And we want you to share some of your tips with us if we get a chance to at the end of it.